What is going down, genitals? This is Wade. A couple days ago, Rocksteady Studios released a groundbreaking trailer. They released the trailer to the new Batman Arkham Knight video game that's coming out in October for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Basically, this is going to be the final installment, at least from Rocksteady, at this point in time, in the Batman Arkham universe. And this trailer has everybody talking. Basically, they're implementing a new villain to the game, and that's what this video is about. It's trying to debunk, or rather pinpoint, who the Arkham Knight is. This game isn't just titled Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight is a new villain. So there's a lot of people who are being talked about. Some people are discussing, maybe it's the Joker, which would be kind of stupid, to be honest, because he had a big, grandiose ending. The way he, died in Arkham City, it would be sort of disrespectful, I think, to the character to bring him back. Damian Wayne is something that I've been thinking about, but canonically speaking, just does not make sense. There's three characters who I want to more or less propose. A lot of people, I'm going to say this one right now because this is the most popular idea that's been floating around the internet and Twitter and what have you, is Jason Todd. He is the second Robin. He was beaten to death by Joker's crowbar. He came back as the murderous vigilante anti-hero that was Red Hood, and everybody seems to think, and for a little while I did too, until I really stopped to got away from the internet and thought about who it was going to be. I thought it was Jason Todd. It made sense as an evolution of the character, but I don't think Jason Todd is going to be it. These last two people, I think it's going to be between these two, and it's going to be the last person. Hush is a possibility. I don't think Hush is going to be the character. However, if you played Arkham City, Hush had a very, very minor role where he impersonates Bruce Wayne, and I just feel like it'd be poetic justice to finally give him his due, because Hush is a very underrated and very, just to be completely honest, unknown character in the DC universe, and he's an absolutely fantastic villain, but nonetheless, I do not think Hush is going to be the guy. But I think besides Jason Todd, it makes the most sense just because he did show up and he did have a reconstructive facial surgery to look like Bruce Wayne, and I feel like it would be this huge yin and yang, sort of like Bruce Wayne versus Bruce Wayne, but one's an imposter Bruce Wayne, and it just seems so cool. And I have a weird tingling feeling that Bruce Wayne might actually die at the end of this game. I don't know how, but anyways, I was going through Arkham Origins again tonight because I'm actually going through the game for the second time now. Third time I've sat down and actually played a new session, but the second time I'm actually going through beginning to end of the game, just in case I missed little nuances here and there. And I think I figured it out. I think I found out who the Arkham Knight is. I'll explain right after this audio.
You ever wonder how things got to be so bad here? I do. All the time. See, I don't think men like Roman Sionis or Oswald Cobblepot are responsible. They're just a reflection of our apathy, our greed, our fear. We look the other way when things turn sour, bury ourselves in our jobs, consume propaganda masquerading as entertainment. The message is always the same. Don't think, don't question. And what becomes of a society that's given up? It rots. Fills up with liars, cheaters, and thugs. Uptown and downtown. The suit in the penthouse is no better than the guy selling drugs in the corner. They're both doing whatever it takes to get ahead. Never mind the cost. Fidelity. Once upon a time, that's what defined society. People coming together in pursuit of common cause. To care for each other. To protect and provide. We took shelter from the darkness and the things that roamed it. Community meant progress. But now, it's all backwards. We worship at the altar of competition. We build fortresses around ourselves. We fight, we betray. We have become the things we feared. You keep cleaning up after everyone, Batman, and no one's going to learn to take care of themselves. The ones that don't hate you, they'll start to rely on you. Depend on you. And if something happens to you, if you get old or bored or die, then what? Or do you not consider the world that revolves around you? You're a hypocrite, running around dispensing justice, telling people what they can and can't do. You're ensuring Gotham's freedom, provided it conforms to your twisted view. Whatever pleases the bad, that it? You're not a hero. You're a despot. You don't enforce justice, you suppress it. There's a way to make this work. To show you that we share the same goals. Maybe I took things too far with the bombs and the threats. I can learn from that. I mean, you could be a mentor to me. And maybe, well, maybe I can teach you something too. Because I think you're so busy playing hero, you've forgotten what it's like for the rest of us. We're not all as strong as you. We don't have the fancy gadgets, the strength, the skill. But maybe that's the problem. You've gotten so used to the power, you think you're better than everyone. Above reproach. Is that it then? We're not as good as you? You know what? I take it back. I don't want to work with you. You don't have anything to offer. I think I figured it out. You didn't take me down because I broke the law. No, you took me down because you don't want the competition. That's what this is really about, isn't it? Let me ask you something. You ever wonder if you're the reason the city's so messed up? Because I have. A lot of us have. And I'm starting to think we're right.
I was playing through the game earlier today, and I got to the part where I finished Anarky's little subplot storyline. And the speech that he had, I never heard the first time I played through this game, and it just makes so much more sense to me. I did the math, and realistically, Damian wouldn't make sense just age-wise, and Red Hood, there's no real backstory behind him evolving into the Arkham Knight, but I'm thinking about it. There's this sort of vigilante anti-hero who's trying to absolve the city of crime, however, he's doing it drastically and radically similar to that of, Red Hood sort of persona, to where he'll aggressively and maliciously, go out to accomplish his goals, and he has no problem in killing somebody if it's for what he perceives to be the greater good, and he is able to match that of Batman. However, in the game, we see Anarky, and he's a teenager. He seems like he's anywhere from 13 to 16 years old, and that's why Batman calls the police on him, and he more or less just has him sent away, but he doesn't actually do anything drastic, and he doesn't actually take any further physical course of action towards the character. And it would make the most sense, because he is technically a terrorist, for him to be sent to Arkham, and this game is going to be 6 years later, because Arkham Origins was 5 years prior to Arkham City, and Arkham Knight is going to take place a year after Arkham City. So that's a 6-year gap. He can now be anywhere from 19 to 22, 23, 24 years old. He would have been more or less molded in Arkham Asylum, and now he's out and he's vengeful, and he's more or less almost this dichotomy going back and forth between a disapproving mentor and protege almost. He's looks up to Batman, and he wants to be Batman, but he doesn't think Batman is, getting the job done, because he's not killing people who are responsible for the crime and all the injustices that are taking place in Gotham City. So I think Anarky is Arkham Knight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave your ratings and comments in the description below. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any other ideas, if you guys have any, brainchilds that you've been thinking about that have been festering, let me know what you think, because I'm dying to hear your guys' opinion on this. I'm absolutely stoked for this game, and it pisses me off that I've got to wait till October 14th to get my hands on it. Anyways, hope you guys have a good day. I love you. Stay shiny.